Hello guys, it is Bruce here. Today I am going to tell you a story about the start of my journey. My first year in 3D. After this video you will know how I got from this to this. It all started with me getting my hands on Cinema 4D. I really enjoyed modeling and playing with camera, and wanted to push myself beyond tutorial program. My first month helped me understand that 3D is what I want to do, full-time in the future. I messed up lighting in this train experiment, but I was still very proud of myself pulling this out. I started learning full functionality and making small renders of how systems actually work. There is many of them that allow for procedural animation, destruction and other simulations. Destruction is something I liked the most, as it is something I always found most fun in games. The more I did, hungrier I became for bigger and more difficult renders. Since my childhood I always had very strong imagination. That allowed me to make up long, interesting stories on the go. And I always wanted to tell them. The more games I played, better I understood how great of a tool it is to tell stories. I forgot that feeling as life went on, but doing this renders gave a rebirth to my need for storytelling. So I started doing bigger and bigger projects that I never actually finished, as they were too big for my old PC. And at this point, I got into PWN Isher Challenge. At that moment I was learning for 2 to 3 months, every day, very disciplined. Of course this challenge was way out of my league, but I did my best, and really enjoyed it. I was modeling and testing destruction simulations all day every day for a week, as I joined very late. This kind of stuff was very new for myself and I have learned a lot from it. So naturally after that I decided to see what I am capable of without any restraints that challenge presented with rules. So I started with creating character and a scene. Again I learned a lot. For a week I was modeling a suit for a character. That just was too complicated to be useful. I had to start from scratch after that. This was a valuable lesson. Again I really enjoyed working with camera. And I am still working on improving my skill in that area. But I noticed that renders take insane amount of time and there was a lot of limitations. So I finally decided to try Blender. This fish became my first creation. An action-packed thriller about dangerous life of seafood. I mean sea creatures. Of course fish is also amazingly pleasing to viewers' eye. I fell in love with Blender. It felt so much better to me. Much more friendly to artists and also allowed to do fluid simulations much more easily. After that I started working more and almost had no time for learning. But a couple times a month I was learning new ways and tried to create scenes with large beautiful landscapes. None of which I was able to finish, as my ambition for story were much bigger than my skill to overcome software limitations. After another course I did for a month about landscape creation in Blender. I found out about Unreal Engine 5. I knew about it before, but never looked into it. When I saw how much details you can actually put in, kind of landscapes create, I knew I have to learn it. So a few months ago I started working with Unreal Engine 5 Early Access, and it just blew me away. At this point, I for the first time in my life realized that with this kind of tool, I can actually create a game, fulfill the dream I had since I was a kid. Idea I got the first time I got gifted my Pentium 1 with 6 GB of memory on hard drive and baffling 64 MB video card. Now it is possible. It will not be with many NPC voiced dialogue or variation. But I will do all I can to make gameplay feel great, enjoyable and fun. I will also work on every location until it looks beautiful to me. I have so many ideas, and I understand that it will take a lot of work. Years of work. But I am determined to do this and I will get to my goal. This is work in progress captured in real time. There is a lot of work ahead, but I actually can create a world I imagined. I will share my progress with you, and one day, when it gets to level of quality I know it can be, you will be able to immerse yourself into it, and enjoy that experience. Thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe, if you like what you see. Also check out my Patreon. I have there a lot of cool screenshots, art, and your support will allow me to invest more of my time into this project. This was Bruce and I am out.